My neighbor came and knocked on my door and he started talking to me and he was like, oh, is someone else there? Because I've been talking to myself. And I'm like, no. And my camera's just set up here. How to make friends in your building. Regular week, like when we're not in quarantine, just a regular month of the year, I usually go grocery shopping about 2 times a week. Mainly I do one big shop on like Sunday and I get all my proteins and any big items, and then the second trip of the week I usually just go and restock on vegetables because I go through vegetables so fast. But during quarantine I've been trying to just go once because you know, you want to stay inside as much as possible. So this is everything I bought this week for food. Okay, I kind of just put everything in front of me and I don't know where to start. So we're just gonna randomly grab and show. The first thing I got were egg whites. I go through egg whites so fast. I probably go through one of these every 3 days. I like to put egg whites in my oatmeal. I like to put it in my breakfast. Like I'll scramble some egg whites with some eggs in any baking, anything like that. I got these 2 dressings from Bolthouse Farms. Bolthouse Farms. Okay, I don't know about anyone else, but I always thought this was Boathouse Farms, and knowing it's Bolthouse now has like fucked me up for life. The first one I haven't tried before and it's the creamy Caesar. It only has 25 calories per tablespoon, which is really, really good. So I'm gonna try this on a salad tonight. And then the second one I got, I have been getting for a long time. It's the cilantro avocado. This one only has 20 calories per tablespoon. I usually use about 2 tablespoons per salad. The next thing I got was tofu. I haven't eaten tofu in a very long time, but recently I've been trying to go more plant-based, not eat so much meat. So I just get the firm or extra firm tofu, and I like to marinate that. So I will show you guys in this video how I marinate my tofu and how I bake it. The next thing I got was this almond milk. As you can see, this is the original and not the unsweetened. This is the unsweetened. I always get the unsweetened vanilla, but by accident I got the original one. So it's just a good tip if you are trying to save calories. It's important to try and get the unsweetened one. The big difference between them is this one has 1 gram of carb and no grams of sugar, whereas this one has 7 grams of sugar and 8 grams of carbs. And as someone who tried both of them, I honestly don't taste a big difference. Like if you do want a bit of sweetener in your coffee, I would just use the unsweetened one and then add in some Splenda or some Truvia or whatever. The next thing I got are these protein up carb down wraps. I get these every week. They have 12 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs, 2.5 grams of fat, and 10 grams of fiber. So if you're keto or low carb, these are really good for you. I'm not keto or low carb, but I do like these. I like to just broil them in my oven because I don't have a toaster. So I'll just broil them for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'll put avocado on it or cheese, and it tastes so good. So I love these. Next thing I got are chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs. I used to be only a breast girl, but now we're into the thighs. I feel like that sounds a little bit sketchy. I used to only eat like low-fat chicken breast, nothing with any fat. Just with that added fat, it gives you more flavor. I literally just roast them for like half an hour and they taste so good, and they're way cheaper than chicken breast as well. This whole pack was literally only $4, which is insane. That's as much as a Starbucks coffee, if not less. Next thing I got has been a staple in my diet recently, ginger. I have been obsessed with this. I like to mix it in my salads. I like to mix it in my rice bowls, anything like that. And I have been reusing the jars to put my spices in. So win-win. If you like ginger, let me know too, so I know I'm not fully crazy. Moving into produce. So first thing I got was a good old zucchini. I love zucchini. I put it in everything. I put it in my oatmeal. I put it in my stir fries. I put it in my salads. Put it in my mouth. Shouldn't say that. One of my favorite vegetables, very, very versatile. Peppers, tomatoes. How pretty are these tomatoes? Like heirloom, baby. I love grape tomatoes. Love to snack on them. Cauliflower, I love cauliflower. I like to make cauliflower rice, as well as sometimes I'll just like marinate it for a few hours and then roast it. Tastes so good. Some broccoli, don't really have much to say about it. Just like to put broccoli in stir fries, or just eat it with some of the dressing I got as a little Snack. My biggest obsession is popcorn. I eat popcorn at least twice a day. As you probably know, popcorn usually comes loaded with butter and additives that you don't need in your diet. So I get these. They're these mini bags of popcorn. It's 90 calories for one bag of this. 16 grams of carbs, which is really good. And I usually will just eat one of these. I'll put a little bit of Splenda on top or some nutritional yeast. And it tastes so good. I just love to snack on this when I'm watching a movie, when I'm editing a video, when I'm just sitting, thinking about my life in quarantine. Highly recommend these. They have really cute neighbors. Slicked back like Johnny Depp hair. And I don't want them to see me filming myself because that's embarrassing. Next on my list is greens. I eat big salads almost every night, so I always stock up on a lot of greens. This one is an iceberg, carrot, and red cabbage mix. And I'll just literally take the whole bag, dump it into a bowl, add some more veggies, add some protein, add some dressing, maybe some avocado, maybe add some ginger. Perfect. Also, I always stock up on arugula. Same as the other mixed greens, I'll usually just use one box of this for the base of my salad. It actually also tastes really good in smoothies if you like a bit of a like spice. I know most people probably don't find arugula spicy, but I find it a little spicy. The last greens I have are these snow pea sprouts. They literally taste like fresh peas, but in green form. I love having this with like some olive oil and some vinegar, and you just mix it up maybe with some tomatoes, maybe with some heirloom tomatoes. These are in season right now, so if you can find them, you should definitely try them out. They taste so good. Cucumbers also go in my mouth. A few months ago, I put this on my story and I could not remember what these are called, but they are called liquid enhancers. One really, really easy way to replace any juices that you might drink or any sugary pops are using liquid enhancers. I put this in my water all the time when I just don't feel like drinking water. On average, you should be drinking about 2 liters of water per day. So if you have trouble just downing water, this is a great option for you. My head flat. Oh. The very last thing I have to share is this Arctic Zero ice cream. I bought it in the cookie shake flavor, but I've also tried it in there's like an espresso flavor or something like that. Because it is so low in calories, I thought this was not gonna taste that good, but I got it just thinking it would be a cool thing to try. But honestly, I'm not mad at how it tastes. It actually, for the amount of calories that are in it, it tastes pretty good. There's no dairy. Instead of having a tub of Ben & Jerry's for like 1,000 calories, this only has 160 calories in the whole thing. They have it in a few different flavors, but so far the cookie shake flavor has definitely been my favorite. So those were all the groceries I got at the store today. I hope you guys liked seeing that. I hope it helped you choose what you might buy in the future. Now I have to put everything away. Refuse to take 2 trips to the fridge. Oh shit. Oh. If you guys want to see how I make my tofu for dinner, just keep on watching. That was so slick. Okay, so to start this recipe, you're gonna need 1 block of firm tofu. I prefer firm tofu, but you can also use extra firm. Up to you and your firm preferences. So next we're gonna make the marinade for the tofu. First thing you're gonna need is a 1/4 cup of soy, a 1/4 cup of ketchup, a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of Chinese 5-spice, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and you're just gonna mix it all together in a bowl. So once the mixture is mixed, you're gonna add in the tofu and then transfer it into a container that you can put in the fridge for either 4 hours or overnight. Once your tofu has marinated for at least 4 hours, you're gonna preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Next, we're gonna take the tofu out of the container and just spread it on a baking pan or a frying pan if you don't have a baking pan like me. Next, we're gonna bake the tofu at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and you wanna flip the tofu halfway through at the 10-minute mark. Once the 20 minutes are up, your tofu is done, you're good to go. I added mine to my favorite salad with some avocado, shredded carrots, cucumber, tomato, and some ginger. Added some cilantro dressing on top and some sesame seeds, and that was my dinner.